Sheffield United. I won't be doing a Manchester United content, but I will be doing sporting content for the first ever watch-along on the channel for Sporting's first home game of the season, and they take on Rio. It's going to be an interesting one because Rio has been newly promoted back into Liga Portugal after a couple of seasons ago. And there's a different lineup. So I'm looking forward to this game in particular, knowing that Paulinho isn't playing. He isn't even on the bench. But, of course, we will go through to the lineup. I've put here the score below, so you can get that referred to if you are wondering what's the score. Hey there, Reese. Hope you're well. I'll have to say Benfica for the win. Yeah, Benfica won today. Good result. Ramos got the winning goal for Benfica, winning 1-0. Hey there, Rather. Hope you're well. Thank you for coming into the chat. Hey there, Ring Laura. Hope you're well. Hope you're sad. So I'm not sad. Don't worry, I'm not sad. Even though United lost, I'm still happy. I've still got another football game to watch. Thoughts on Tabata going to the Brazilian league? To be honest, I'm a bit gutted that Bruno was gone because I think he's a great player. And he was great when he played for a false nine near to the end of the season for Sporting. And we kind of need that squad depth, especially going into the Champions League. They got knocked out in the round of 16 versus Man City last season. So they really did need that squad depth. And I think he will be missing in some parts. But under the same breath, I think it's great that Marcus Edwards, it gives him a lot more opportunities. He's still such a young player, Marcus Edwards. He deserves that game time, knowing that there has been some new signings there of Sporting. It's going to prevent Marcus Edwards from getting that little bit more game time because it happened with Sarabia last season, and Triniaco has come also on loan, and you know that loan players, they need to play that a little bit more because they can get sent back. So yeah, it's a shame, but I wish him all the best there in the Brazilian league. Thank you so much, Ravi. Yeah, just spotty and stuff in it. So Marcus Edwards will flourish. Really exciting winger. I agree, and he's at the right club to do it at. So here is the lineups for Sporting versus Rio, which I'll go through and I'll do it in a bit more detail so people know the kind of players that Sporting have. Aiden is in the goal for Sporting. A great goalkeeper, great with his shot stopping. He's getting on quite old now. I'd say he's probably in his mid-30s maybe. We've got as well, he's playing as a 3-4-3, which is a brilliant formation. So let's be happy about that formation, that's for sure. In the back three is Inacio. A lot of people who is a Man United fan who may be watching will know that Inacio was actually linked to Manchester United in this transfer window. And he's a left-footed defender. He's very quick. He's great with his interceptions as well. He's able to cancel out players very, very quickly. Coates is in the middle of the back three. He's a bit of a more of a slower type defender. People probably know that I'm not probably his biggest fan, but I think that he's great in terms of playing for his country for one, and I think he's the power on him, it can really damage some players on the opposition team. Neto there as well, playing on the right-footed defence. We've got Porro there as a right wing-back. Porro, people may know Porro that he was initially a Manchester City player. He moved to Sporting on loan for a few seasons, and then Sporting signed him permanently in this transfer window. Great right wing back, I'd probably say, in my personal opinion. based off right wing backs I've seen, he's probably one of the best in Europe, if you want me to be honest. Very quick. He's great at going forward, great at defending. He's one of them full backs / wing backs, what you would want in a player in terms of he's got the full package. You can do a bit of both. So I really, really do like Porro. And people, if you are wondering, Porro is the one on my thumbnail. We got Ugarte there in the midfield as well. I was a bit shocked that he was there. I was actually expecting him to be on the bench. So it's definitely a change because we have seen different players there playing in the midfield instead. But knowing that Paulinho has gone to Fulham, it does give him more opportunities to start. We've got there Nunes there and the number 8. Ravi will know a bit about Nunes. Box-to-box midfielder. I don't have that many goals, but he is a number 8 role. I think for me, he's one of them where he controls the possession. He's not one for scoring. He's not one for assisting. He's just one for keeping possession for the team. He's one for picking up the ball from the defenders type of midfielder. He isn't one for the scoring or assisting. You've got Roos, who's in the wing-back role. He hasn't really played much in the wing-back, so to see him there as a wing-back will be quite interesting, as he's usually played in the centre-back role. Before Neto, he had usually played as the right centre-back, so that is going to be interesting on how he plays. Triniaco is there onto the right winger. I did touch on it a little bit. He's currently on loan there to Sporting, and as I've mentioned, Sporting is probably one of the best teams to develop a player, knowing that Sporting still managed to get the best out of Sarabia from last season, who's a 30-year-old winger, and now managing to be a starter for PSG at his age is brilliant. So knowing that he is a lot younger, is about 21, 2, 3, I don't know, one of the 3. Great. It's a great movement there from Sporting. It'll be interesting how he develops throughout the season. We got Pedro there as the left winger. I really highly rate Pedro. Very quick. He's great with his set pieces, his free kicks. He's one of them kind of players who's so great at getting into isolated spaces. For me, he's probably the best player at Sporting. I know a lot of people are going to have different opinions on who's the best one, but Pedro is very, very highly rated. And up front is what Amiri's touched on a little bit before, was Marcus Edwards, who's usually a winger, usually comes off the bench, but he's playing as a false 9. And I think near to the end of last season, Sporting did use the false 9 approach, and the false 9 did really work. We was dominating, we was battering the teams. So to see Marcus Edwards up front to get that bit of game time, I think Paulinho is injured because he's not even on the bench. So that will be quite interesting on how Marcus Edwards will do up front, but I think he's great. In terms of Rio, they've gone for a 3-5-2. Jonathan is in the goal. Pantalon, Santos, and Amaral is in the defence. Costina, Jocka, Gomez, Uga, Victor is in the midfield 5, and 2 up the front is Ronaldo, not Cristiano Ronaldo, a different Ronaldo, and Yagapu is in the front 2. Yeah, so that is the lineups for Sporting versus Rio. I tried to give a bit of a further explanation in terms of Sporting, just so you've got a bit more inside knowledge. I think, though, looking at the Sporting Stadium, it's a really nice stadium, to be honest. It's one of them that I would really love to visit one day. The atmosphere is brilliant. I'm going to quickly go into the chat. Hey there to my dad. I hope you're well. Thanks for coming in. Good evening there to Chris. I hope you're well as well. I'm very well, thank you. As well as I could be, I must be honest. Good evening, Andrew. I hope you're well. Never watched a Portuguese game. First time for everything, you could say. The Portuguese league, I think it's an underrated league because a lot of people just think, oh, right, there's only Sporting, Benfica, Porto, so it's not that good. But there is some other underrated teams. You'll know of Braga, for instance, and there's Santa Clara as well, who I think's great teams in Portugal, but they haven't got that recognition as much as the other three. 3-4-3, 3-5-2, only 1 minute winner for me. Yeah, of course, the 3-4-3, the better formation. Hey there, Rich. I hope you're well. Man United give me an headache, so I'm relaxing in the garden. Good idea. I'm just going to relax watching the Portuguese league, hoping I'll be a bit happier with this one. I'm hearing Liverpool still looking at Nunes. Yeah. So Nunes is actually looked at by 5 different Premier League clubs as it stands. Liverpool, West Ham are 2 involved out the 5. And Sporting have come out and said they want 50 million minimum for Nunes. And Nunes is a very highly rated player at Sporting. He is the rock of the midfield in terms of what he does. So if you are wanting to sign him, you need to pay that money because Sporting will not let that kind of player go so easily. I have this game on the TV and at me on the laptop. Thank you very much for that. Mbappe missed a penalty. Yeah, not even seeing it, but pretty funny to be honest. I'm winning another bet against you. Oh, I wonder what that bet is. Is this the standard formation for Sporting? Yeah, so Sporting does play different formations. They do always play the 3 at the back, so you will always expect that. So they could change it with a 3-4-3, or they do play 3-4-2-1. That's the most likely formations that they do tend to play. So you could either say good formation or Christmas tree formation. Take your pick, which one you prefer. Chiniaco, Edwards, Pedro is an exciting front 3. Completely agreed. There's a great one. Who do Sporting need to watch out for Rio? If you want me to be honest, there isn't anyone who stands out there for Rio who I can look and go, meh. Because they're not a threat. I know they're newly promoted, but they're not a threat. You could say they're a bit like Norwich. They're up and down the league quite regular, but probably if there was going to have to look for someone, you'd probably look at the front 2. But there isn't anyone who truly stands out for me and go. But under the same breath, Sporting hasn't get a clean sheet in 6 matches, so they do need to step up the defensive issues. Hey there, Aaron. I hope you're well. Thank you for coming into the chat. Marcus Edwards is a hell of a player. Surprised an English club hasn't gone in for him. I completely agree. I think Marcus Edwards is a fantastic player, and he is one of them players who is designed to hit the potential one day. He did come from Tottenham's youth academy, but Tottenham let him go in 2019 after his couple of lung spells, and then Sporting ended up signing him in the end not too long ago. So this is Free Sports what's on, Andrew, so you can give it a watch. I know people are talking 50 mil. Is that a good price? In my opinion, you're probably getting a bargain for 50 million because I would say that it could be worth 60, 70 based off the importance he is for the team. But of course, they wouldn't pay for that. Yeah, so there is a couple of substitutes what I think could potentially come on. I'll quickly run through them before the game starts. So the substitutes for Sporting is Rodrigo Ribeiro, and I'll just say Rodrigo Ribeiro, he is the first Sporting player to come from all of the ranks in the youth academy since Cristiano Ronaldo. He's 17 years of age, so in one season he went from the under 17s, 18s, 21s, and the first team. He'd done that last season. So high expectations there from this kid. I think a lot of people are seeing good things from him. You've got Ishikanu, Zaninho, Marito, Nuno Santos, a very brilliant winger, Estagio, who is actually the left wing back, St. Justine, who we recently did buy a release clause. I was actually looking forward to seeing him. It's a shame he's benched. And Israel. So that is the substitute options there from Sporting. Good evening, Luca. Hope you're well. Thanks for coming in. The game is now kicked off. We're 30 seconds into the game. So I'll put this up for you all so you can see exactly what's going on with the game. There. It is absolutely roasted today. Oh, that was great pick up there by Sporting. Oh, well cancelled out there by Rio. On that counter now. Yeah, passing the ball through. They're going to pass it over. Oh, short pass. Short passing it around the box. Still in there. Right, good save there by Sporting. Talk about UFC in the chat. Short goal kick. Cotes. Inacio. Roos. Inacio. Neto. Quite a lot of sideward passing so far. I know Sporting's already had a corner. Back to the goalkeeper. Oh, that was a bit risky. Sporting's kept the possession. Yeah, kept it well. Neto. Nunes. Nice little chip there. To get to Roos. Picked up by Rio. So it's going to be a throw-in for Sporting. Nacho. Cotes. Oh, that was well picked. Good there for Sporting. Oh, another throw-in it's going to be. Throw-in taken. Oh, that's okay. throwing for Rio. Sporting tried to pick up the possession from that throw-in. They did in the end. Roos. Triniaco. Neto. Triniaco. Porro. Good link up there from Triniaco and Porro. Shot straight to the goalkeeper of Rio. Shot by Marcus Edwards. First shot on target of the game. It was an easy save anyway for the goalkeeper of Rio. So you weren't expecting anything more, to be honest. But I think Rio's playing a bit of a dangerous game because Sporting's picked it up quite high up. So they are, with the front three they've got, they can do a lot of damage. And it's quite a young front three as well. I'll let him answer that one, Andrew. Hey there, Kevin. Hope you're well. Feel a lot better anyway. Of course, I'm still angry with United. I'm still angry with the game. I've done a review about it for the first half, so you'll be able to see how angry I was on that one. But I'm looking forward to this game. I know it's only 7 minutes in, but it's going to be an interesting game for Sporting with it, the first game of the first home game of the season. When I passed my test, I spent the first year as a taxi driver. Taxi service. United versus Liverpool. I'm going to hate that watch. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a dreadful watch. That is the game you know that United is just simply not going to win it. It doesn't. If we even got a draw out of that game, I'd be shocked. I know we won't, so it doesn't matter. Alan, I'm just going to say this one thing about United on how United fans, I will be included in this, how we all laughed at Arsenal and how they got battered 5-0 off City. They lost against Brentford, and I can't even remember who else they lost, but they was bottom of the league. I know it took them 3-4 games to score. We got no room to laugh. We just simply don't. And of course, there's still going to be that fan base who believes in the team. I believe in the manager, of course, but I don't even know what's going to happen anymore. Is Tony here? I don't know. I don't know if Tony's watching. He might not be. we banter. Exactly, yeah, I agree. That is just the problem with. This is why now I don't even banter any clubs, especially knowing that we haven't even played the game. Like a lot of United fans were laughing at the Liverpool game versus Fulham, but I just kept my mouth shut. Just the best thing to do, and yeah. Brentford, Chelsea, City, because I remember Lukaku scored, Reece James scored as well for Chelsea. I think it was about 2-0. City won 5-0, Brentford won 2-0. And it took them to Norwich to get a goal. And I think it was Aubameyang who scored. Aubameyang or Odegaard who scored. I know Odegaard scored a free kick in one of the earlier games. Why have I got this knowledge about Arsenal? I'm not amused. Yeah, I know who you meant. Yeah, I know who you meant. I don't think he's about though at the moment. Do do you fear relegation? No, I don't fear relegation, but it's just not good at the moment for United. But I don't fear it because it is still only 2 games in of the season. So right now I don't fear it. I'm just massively disappointed. Rio started to pick up the possession there in the game. They've got a free kick now. Well, it was a bit of a shove there from Roos. Yeah, and I like bantering Benfica just because I think it's funny bantering Benfica because they couldn't win they haven't won a trophy for years. Can you see Ten Hag staying for long? I think if he stays as it is for United, he'll walk by Christmas. But if we improve, I think he'll stay. And he needs to get backed because United's not sticking to their promise. Nah, we won't finish above Chelsea, to be honest, Andrew. Even my table prediction, I think I predicted Chelsea to finish 4th. Don't remember, to be honest. I think it was 4th and Tottenham 3rd. I predicted us 5th, and I'm going to stick by it at the moment, but I won't be surprised if we don't get it. Benfica are the better team. What's so good about Benfica, rather? I need therapy. So do I, Football Power Hour. Hope you're well, my friend. Thank you for being on. I've got to try my best, and I thought I'd do something a little bit different, doing about the Portuguese league Watchalong, the Sporting. So, and if it's something what other people are liking, having Sporting being shown, just let me know, and I'll do some more watch-alongs whenever I can of Sporting. Maisy, you'll enjoy football a lot more if you don't want United this season. Red Devil Studio, you're probably right, to be honest, but I haven't. I'm one of them. I have hardly ever watched any other league. Like I watch obviously the Portuguese league, but apart from that, I don't watch any other league. I've never. I think I've watched like one game on the Italian league, which was AC Milan. I don't watch the French league. The Spanish league, I've watched the odd game, like when it's an El Clasico or something. But yeah, I think I might watch some more different leagues, to be honest, see how it all happens. But yeah, time to watch other leagues. Who's your favourite Portuguese team? Sporting. That's Sporting is the best. For me, the better Portuguese team. Benfica's got the best history though in Portugal history, but they've not been the dominated team since around the 2018 season. They haven't won the league and they haven't won a trophy since then. And it's only been Porto and Sporting who have won since. That's true. They can be good. I think I might watch a bit of the Italian league, see how it goes. I might watch a bit of Roma, see if I like them. Because I just like to see Jose Mourinho. It makes me laugh seeing Jose. So, yeah, I'd definitely say easily the last 10 years, Porto have probably been the biggest team. And then that, I'll probably say closely second by Sporting. How's the game, Maisy? Any chances? In terms of chances, Sporting have been better, but Rio's picking up possession very, very well. Yes, Inacio was linked to Manchester United this transfer window. He's the left-footed centre-back. He's actually in, I think he's the under-21s for Portugal at the moment. It'd be good to see him through the ranks. Milan played good football. What I've watched, they have played very good football. Good evening, Doug. I hope you're well. Thank you for coming in. I hope as well that the new job is going well for you also. Thanks for coming in. I have a small spot for Juventus. Yeah, I have a small spot for Juventus as well because they took Paul Pogba back off us. Gareth Southgate should be shot if he beat Luke Shaw. It's going to be a free kick now for Sporting. I mean, for Rio. So, oh my, that was terrible. Goal kick for Sporting. Maisy joker. Well, I can't lie. It took a massive hit off the wage bill. So, well done, Juventus, for signing Paul Pogba, taking us off him. It means a lot. Thank you. I know so what can I say? Hey, I'm glad the new job's going well. Glad you're enjoying it. Juventus takes Pogba back injured after one game. Yeah, injured. What's the definition of injured for Paul Pogba? Injured, I don't give a crap. Injured or injured? I'm injured. I wonder which kind of injured Paul Pogba is. Inacio, Neto, Porro. Oh, Porro is so good. Luke Shaw is a bigger pussy than a cat. Rather, I've never got a Paul Pogba shirt. I would never insult myself getting one. I would literally rather get. You know, I would literally rather get another Harry Maguire shirt than get a Paul Pogba shirt, and that is saying something. And I got Harry Maguire out of the pure hate to myself, and I'd rather get another Harry Maguire shirt than ever get Pogba back on a shirt. Deary me, I'd rather get Luke Shaw on the back of my shirt. No, I have not got Pogba on my shirt. Do not lie, I haven't. I've never got him. I have no Pogba shirt. I will show all my shirts if I have to. I don't have a Pogba shirt. I don't have a Pogba shirt. I admit I have a Maguire shirt. That was you. It was you who literally stood in the living room and got Pogba scored. You literally go up and said, Pog boom. Don't even go there. Exactly. You should know which shirts I've got. Let's be honest, Ronaldo's probably staying because no top Champions League club is going to want him. Simple as that. BC, hey there. Damn, you want Pogba on your shirt now. He's in his... I don't want him. I don't want him on my shirt. That's what I was. Hey there, babe, I can hope you well. I was thinking the same. I thought Jose, he looks a couple of years younger. Probably Roma's just like give him a nice tan. He's making him look a bit snazzy and all that. Yeah, he's looking good. Probably keeping away from bottle job teams such as United and Tottenham. Ten Hag already looks like he's aging. Bless the poor man. Good there then for the Sporting shot. Oh, went straight to the goalkeeper. Kevin, PSG have already said that they wouldn't take Ronaldo. Can you blame him? But yeah, it'd be a good team. But the problem is having Cristiano Ronaldo in your team, you've got to work around Cristiano Ronaldo. It has to be built around him. And not many clubs these days will do that. The dab. Maisy, I wouldn't admit if I had a Pogba shirt. I just don't have one. I don't have one. You can get a Juventus shirt with Pogba on the back. I wouldn't even get a Juventus shirt. If I was going to get any Italian club team, I would get AC Milan. I'm actually going to get an AC Milan shirt when I go to Italy this year. By the way, it is a corner for Sporting. Oh, come on. No, good defending there by Rio. No, if I was going to get an Italian team, I'd get AC Milan and I'd get Tamari on the back. I'm just not even going to comment at this point. Nah, I always get shirts based off the current players, and I was debating out Giroud, Zlatan, and Tamari. I've got Zlatan on a Manchester United shirt from his first season when he came to United. So I'll probably go and get Tamari because I think he's a great centre-back. But Giroud's also a great striker, but probably the Arsenal and the Chelsea links put me off. Nice choice. Dag like Pog. Oh, Ravi. That was lucky then that Rio did not have that shooting boots on because it could have been 1-0 for Rio. Who's on your Portugal shop? Yeah, I had Bruno on the back of my Portugal top. The reason behind why I got Bruno is because I looked at it and I thought, didn't want Dalot. I'm one of them where if I was going to get an international shirt, I want to back United when I do that, apart from if I really, really like the player. And I seen that, obviously, there was stuff like, I seen like they had like Jota, I seen that they had like Ronaldo, Bruno, and I thought I've already got Ronaldo. I brought 2 United tops to Portugal at the time. One had Cristiano Ronaldo on the back from this season, and I brought my Varane one, I think. Shot there, but it was off that target by Portugal. Marcus Edwards with the shot. So for me, that's why I picked Bruno, because Bruno wasn't on a recent top of mine. It's a nice font as well, the back of that Portugal top. I really, really like it. Do you follow any of the Spanish teams? I don't really watch La Liga, to be honest, but if I was going to pick one, I'd probably pick Real Madrid because there's a few players I like from Real Madrid, and I'm going to get a Real Madrid shirt when I go to Spain in January. And I can get a Barcelona shirt because I want Lewandowski on the back of my shirt. But I'm sure people in the chat will guess who I'd get on the back of my Real Madrid shirt when I get one. How good are Rio on set pieces? Dog ding. That's all I'm going to say. And that's nice. Oh, my God, that was a good shot. I think it was Porro who took that shot. It's a good shot there. It's off target, but it was a nice, powerful shot from the right wing back. Ooh, I like that. Hey there, Stefan. I hope you're well. It says I is Zlatan. Yeah, definitely. What players do you think United should bring in? I think, first of all, we need a right back because I can't tolerate Dalot any longer. I'll take any right back. We need a defensive midfielder. And if I was going to pick out of any... It's tough because there isn't... I would have took Calvin Phillips, but he's not there anymore. Declan Rice is very expensive, but we need a defensive midfielder. Come on, shot! Pass it! Go! Oh! Hit the bar. Oh, yeah. We need a defensive midfielder. We need a central midfielder, a striker, and also a right back for me, especially in this transfer window. But we're not going to get that. We need everything. As I said, Rio, yeah, you did. No clue. I don't have no clue whatsoever. I must be honest. Jota is the best choice on the shirt. Why? Why is that? Is it because Jota is my husband? Because they speak Portuguese in Brazil. Thank you for that. Yeah, I know we do. Yeah. Bingo. Bingo. That's one I'm getting on the back of my Madrid shirt. I knew that Reese would know because I beat them up far too much. Hey there, Martin. Hope you're well. Thanks for coming into the chat. Good to see you. Guess who's top of the FPL? Congratulations, Martin. So you are currently in the lead for that free Manchester United ticket. What's going to be on the 4th of December, people? You need a whole new team. We really do. We need more than that. We need better good backups. Yep, that is true. How could you forget that, Ravi? You was there. Gotta go. I know La Liga is on ITV. Yes, it is. I'm looking forward to seeing it. And thanks for coming in, Andrew. Yeah, it's awful. It's absolutely awful, isn't it? I wanted to do that review because it was just a joke, the game. It really was. Torsten, thank you for coming in. I hope you're well. Throwing for Sporting in the box. Come on. No one there to support. Oh. It's not a Manchester United men's ticket. It's a women's ticket when they're at Old Trafford. So they'll be actually watching decent United football. But they have been tested. They had a free kick. They've had a shot, but not a shot on target. So they have been tested, but not overly tested. Sporting have definitely had more possession. And they've definitely had more shots. But I think they've been a bit silly with the shots so far because they're trying to do long-distance shots. It doesn't always work. You know my reasons why I like him. And I even put him as my captain for my career mode when I play Real Madrid on FIFA. This is facts. The women's team is better. Yeah, exactly. And that is back on 10th of September, I believe. So, you'll be able to watch decent football from the 10th of September. I've got a picture with Tuna from the Aston Villa game when we drew 0-0. It was good. It was good. Nice picture. And I actually met Douglas Luiz, the Aston Villa men's player. It was a nice picture. I really liked it. It was a really nice picture, to be honest. It was just like coming out of the ground. So I was like, oh, I'm going to get a picture with him. And yeah, he stopped and had a picture with me, which was nice. Not that you'd seen many United players do it, but yeah, she was around. But when I came over, she was gone for a bit. So crushes me? Nah. Yeah, I'm still excited. I'm still always talking about it as well. Talk about it to German fans. Roos. Oh, come on! Oh, could have done better there. I think the cross was too low down for me from Roos. I don't think it suits being the wing back. Shot there from Pedro. Mason Mount, who's that? If I do go, I'm getting a picture with him. Appreciate that, Martin. Thanks for that. I think I've got pictures with most of the players. I've got a picture with Tuna, Russo, Zellum, Honor. I got two with Honor, actually. One from the Spain game and a friendly against England. Who else have I got? Mary, I've got her as well. Martha Thomas, Hannah, Blundell. Got a fair few. The only ones I needed, like Borisa, Mannion. Yeah, Borisa and Mannion mostly. Yeah. I had a picture with Jackie as well. Well, let's hope then that England don't play against Germany because Thomas Muller will turn into yogurt when he sees the Calvin Phillips. I just think that I think for me, in my personal opinion, Marcus Edwards is making one too many touches and the crosses aren't good at all from Sporting today. That's why I'm not really a fan of Roos there in the wing back. It might have been better to play Nuno Santos as a wing back, even though he's a winger. Do a bit of an El Shaarawy, what I do with Roma. I'd never want my club to be relegated, but I want to get rid of the Glazers. But you look at it. Oh my God! Why don't you pass it? Oh, you should have passed it. Why don't you pass it? It was good pick up as well by Sporting. They've got it past there to Pedro, and Pedro could have passed it to Marcus Edwards. Yeah, I would rather the Glazers go, to be honest, as much as that hurts me to say. Did you see my clowned up picture of Maguire on Twitter? No, I didn't see it. I'll have a look at it later. So they have the Manchester United today. I won't be phone Neville. Oh, dearie me. Hey, Vincent, I hope you're well. I've already done my review on the game. Well, half-time review, let's just say. Roos. I think we need to get him more to that right-hand side with Porro. Come on. Oh. Hi, Niall. A silly foul, to be honest, from Sporting, but play goes on. Rio. Rio took a free kick, but they've not at all caused any threats to Sporting, but Sporting need a goal before the game that goes to half time. That is exactly what I said. He is the Uruguayan Maguire. I literally always say this, and you know I say this. He annoys me watching him, but I think when we didn't start him, we literally won 5-0. I think that was the last time we. Oh yes, 1-0. Oh yes, 1-0. Pedro has scored. Yes, get in. Oh, get in there from Sporting. A good goal. It was a short crossing, assisted there by Marcus Edwards. So I put that up now, and that was 36 minutes. Oh my god, I can't even spell. 36 minutes in. Nice goal. It was a nice goal that from Pedro. Get in. Yeah, so the goal rather, it was a short cross into the box, passed it there to Marcus Edwards. Marcus Edwards could have took a shot, but he very unselfishly passed it to Pedro to make it 1-0 because Pedro had an open goal because the goalkeeper was next to Marcus Edwards. So it was very good link-up play between Marcus Edwards and Pedro. Benfica defo beating Sporting. This beat Sporting last season, but it was Sporting who got higher up the league. I'm not a Sporting fan. I just admire Sporting. Ramos is going to expose Coates when you play against Benfica. That green kit today, Liverpool won that colour next season. The way you won't see their supporters coming down the road, they mug you. Exactly. Completely agree. Completely agree. This is the thing, though. Is people actually going to empty Old Trafford? That is what my question's going to be. Because a lot of people won't miss that Liverpool game. I know it's always trending, but we've seen it trending last time, the protest, and look at the mess of that protest. 12 people came. So I actually like that third kit, and this is what angers me. I won't even purchase the top if it's real or fake. I won't purchase it this season. But I really like I like the kit. I really, really do. So 20,000 people do it. There's 70,000 seats. So that's still going to be 50,000 people who's going to be at the game. And that's still higher attendances than a lot of Premier League clubs. Come on. Good. Oh, why don't you take a shot? Roos. Triniaco. Cotes. Oh. Ugarte took a shot. It was over the bar. Yeah, I do definitely agree with that, but I do also think that if a lot of, say for example, everybody's saying, oh, empty Old Trafford, everyone should empty Old Trafford, because I can guarantee you, people who are saying empty Old Trafford, who've got season tickets, they'll still go. So I think this is what I think is that if you say it, you've got to mean it, and I don't think a lot of the fans do that. Like this, like a lot of the fans are only some fans are only Glazers out when the transfer window's on, or the Glazers out because they're not happy with the results. But then when Ronaldo signed last season, people said give the Glazers the benefit of the doubt. And this is what I mean is that if people are saying things, they need to, especially people who got tickets, they need to be genuine about it, because I guarantee you probably a lot of them won't. I agree. I completely agree. I feel sorry for Ten Hag as well. He's gone into a death trap. The thing is, the Glazers are not going to care if people boycott it. And the only reason why I think they won't care is, say, for example, a season ticket's 500 quid. I'm not saying they are, because they're all going to be different prices. But if there was 500 quid and there's 50,000 season tickets, they've already got 25 million off us. So they're not even going to be bothered, because they're all bothered about money. Oh, that was a nice back hit. Oh, it was a nice back heel there as well by Nunes to get it to Pedro, but Rio blocked Pedro from getting further. Otherwise, that could have been two. Edwards. Pass it, Edwards. Triniaco. Cross it in. Oh, I hate these crosses. These crosses are genuinely stressing me out watching it. It'd certainly be embarrassing, but I still don't think they'll care, because they've already got the money's worth. And still, don't forget, say for example, like 20,000 people who isn't a season ticket bought a ticket and attended. Some of them could be tourists. They'll be going to the mega store. Like, I went to that pre-season game for Man United, and the mega store was that packed. The line was going right to the car park. That was how long it was. So imagine how much money the mega store makes, and people buying drinks, food, blah, 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 blah from there as well. Yeah, I was just saying it as an example, Vincent. That was all. I know there'd be different prices, but I just said 500 quid as an example, just so how much people knew they were getting. The Glazers won't get removed unless they decide to sell. And a couple of years ago, some Saudis wanted to buy Man United and offered 2 billion, and the Glazers said we were 4 billion. That just shows the greed of them. Throwing for Sporting, taken very quickly, knowing that there's going to be half time in a couple of moments. Oh, that was poor. Come on. Half time now for Sporting versus Rio, and the score is Sporting 1, Rio 0. So, as I said, Sporting needed to get a goal before half time. I'll just do a quick review of the game itself from what I thought it was before we look at the halftime ratings. For me, Rio are not at all at any point. They have looked like they have threatened Sporting. Sporting have held quite a lot of that possession. Looking at it, Sporting's had one goal, 66 possession compared to Rio's 33% possession. Sporting's had 8 shots. Rio's had no shots. Sporting's had 4 shots on target. Rio's had no shots on target. Sporting's had 2 corners. Rio's had no corners. So really, when you're looking at that, you can really see the difference between each team. You look at that and think, really, that should be a lot more, considering for Sporting, because they've had a lot more shots. They've had 4 shots on target. And for me, I think the thing what is letting Sporting down in this game is that they're doing low crosses, and the thing is, doing them low crosses, Rio is able to sniff that out very carefully. And I think they got very lucky, the one with the Marcus Edwards one, to pass to Pedro to make it 1-0 for Sporting. Because all the other crosses, what I've seen from the Triniaco, what I've seen from Pedro and Marcus Edwards, they haven't really been brilliant for me. I know they're a young front three, but they could be doing a lot more, taking a little bit more risks. Because I've seen more risks off Nunez, I've seen more risks off Porro. Even though I've not liked these long distance shots, I would still rather see a long distance shot than to see a low cross, because the low crosses have not been working. I think we need to be a lot more effective in what we're doing. And as well, they have tend to give away some free kicks to Rio. As I've said, they've not tested Aiden once. The free kicks what Rio have had has absolutely been poor. But now Sporting really do need to get a couple of goals on their hands, because you look at the Portuguese table, Liga Portugal. As it stands, Sporting is in second place. I'm going to show you the table so you know what it looks like. So let me get this table up for you. Obviously, it's not going to give a clear reflection of the season, but here is the current top 3 of the table. Benfica's in first place, and you're looking at Benfica, they've got a goal difference of 5. They've already made two games, 2 wins. Sporting's already got a draw because they had a difficult first game away against Sporting Braga, and a lot of people know of Sporting Braga from the Europa League. Porto's in 4th, but Porto, however, haven't played their second game, and it should be a winnable game for Porto. And looking at the goal difference around Sporting, it's a lot higher. Braga's got a goal difference of 3. They've had 1 win, 1 draw. Sporting's only got the 1, so they need to get a couple of goals. They need to take advantage against the teams such as Rio to try and build that up, because I know it's very rare it happens, but it still does happen. Some titles can go off goal difference. We've seen it with Man United, with Man City back over 10 years ago. So it can be all a change based off goal difference. Let's see a couple of the comments. And Martin, I can't believe United are all over Nunes. 5 different Premier League clubs want Nunes, including Liverpool and West Ham. Sporting want a minimum fee of 50 million, and that's completely understandable based off how Nunes is. But the thing is, what Manchester United fans won't realise with Nunes, he isn't a goal scorer, he isn't an assister. He is a provider of the ball from the defence. He is a one who keeps possession of the ball in that midfield. And I don't. He is what a number 8 should be doing. Should be pressing for the ball and picking it up to the wingers or the striker. And a lot of people seem to think the midfield should be scoring goals and assisting them, but Nunes isn't that type. As much as I love Nunes, I just think Manchester United fans won't appreciate him. Benfica sitting at the top because they have a German in charge. What does that got to do with anything? They're only sitting at the top because they don't have Darwin Nunes. Benfica look good sitting at the top. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so we'll have a look there at the ratings for Sporting so far. So I'll get that up for you to see. We'll quickly go through them. Okay, yeah, so as it stands, half-time ratings, Aiden is on a 6.4, which is fair. He hasn't been tested, but he should have been rated higher than Rio's. Should have been rated higher than Rio's goalkeeper. Iniacho's on a 6.8. Coates is on a 7. Neto's on a 7.1. Roos is on a 6.4. Nunes is on a 6.7. Ugarte is on a 6.7. Porro's on a 6.3. Pedro's on a 7.7. Edwards on a 7.8. And Triniaco is on a 7. Personally, in my opinion, I think a lot of them are quite accurate. I think Iniacho has been a little bit sloppy at times. I do think Pedro should have been rated a little bit higher than Marcus Edwards, but I can see why Marcus Edwards has got the higher rating based off that Marcus Edwards has been a lot more creative than the other front three. I think Nunes has been great at picking up positions, so I would have rated him probably a couple more rankings, but Porro, I'm a little bit disappointed with that rating, to be honest, because Porro has, for me, been arguably a great player on the pitch. For me, I would probably take Roos off. They won't do it at half-time, but you're looking at some of the options you've got there. I wouldn't mind trying St. Justin in playing today. He can play as a right back, so I wouldn't mind seeing how he would do as a wing back. Nuno Santos is another option that we could take off the bench. Ribeiro is another one, but I don't think he will be playing based off his age, based off that he hasn't really had that much game time in the first team football. Apart from, they do have 5 substitutes, so they can obviously make up to 5, but there's none really standing out. I could say this player nearly needs to come on right now because there's a strong lineup there, and I think if Paulinho was playing, Paulinho will be one that I would say should be playing from the bench, because as I've mentioned, I think Sporting is arguably a lot better when they have played in the false 9 approach, because they've been a lot more dominating of teams. So that's what I will personally do anyway in terms of the players. Let's have a look. Couldn't have said that with any more sarcasm. What was the sarcasm? I can't remember what I was sarcastic about. What was I sarcastic about? Does anyone remember? Why was I sarcastic? Love Maisy's sarcasm, her sarcasm. I don't even remember what I was sarcastic about. I was just in my own little bubble. What was I sarcastic about, everyone? Oh, Benfica being top. Yeah, well, it is true. It's literally true. Like, they can be top. They've only had 2 games in. Oh, about Benfica. At the end of the day, they're only 2 games in. So I'm not going to look and go, wow, how they're absolutely brilliant. They've dominated so well. They haven't even had any competition to drop points against. Both the teams they played were winnable games. Whereas Sporting played against Braga, who is the 4th best team in Portugal. So Benfica does not bother me. As I mentioned about Darwin Núñez, they couldn't win a trophy with him, and he was the top goal scorer in Portugal for a couple of seasons, but they couldn't win 1 trophy. I rest my case. Maguire is an absolute correction. Why do they keep sending Maguire to do the interviews? He puts me to sleep. I did not even bother watching the interviews because I couldn't give a crap about the fake sorries, the fake, oh, we should have done a lot better on the pitch. Well, I don't care because you're not putting the shift on the pitch, because when it comes to next week, you'll be literally eating for breakfast. So I don't give a crap what Maguire or De Gea or whoever comes out and does the interviews, because it's just going to be fake. They're talking out the bubble, so I don't care. Look, getting wound. I don't get wound up. Benfica doesn't wind me up. Starwin at Liverpool wins trophies. Starwin won a Community Shield. That isn't a trophy, rather. Do you remember when Man United won it? No one said it was a trophy, so it's not a trophy in Liverpool's case. It's a shield. Just the way you responded to the comment made me laugh. True, though. It's true what I say about Benfica. I think they'll definitely be a better team in the years to come, but they need to rebuild because they've literally built a team around Darwin Núñez to get him at his true potential for the team to fail, where to the point that they was getting 3rd place. I know they were still getting Champions League football, but the history of Benfica and what Benfica as well being the first ever Portuguese team to win the Champions League, you expect a lot better from them as well. Because a lot of people still look at Benfica and go, they're the best team in Portugal. And they have just because they've had them 2 I'm actually going to show what the 2 games Benfica has played is, where is it? That's the Champions League. I'm actually going to have a look what 2 games Benfica has played, because it wasn't anything what I could go, wow, voucher. So they played Anarchia, who won 4-0, and they played Castapia, 1-0. I'm literally looking at both of them teams and say that they should be winning them games. Benfica had a red card today as well. A lot of people remember this player from the Premier League. Ex-Manchester City player Otamendi got sent off today. I'm not a fan of Otamendi. I think he's quite a dirty player, so I'm not talking about the shields. I'm talking about proper trophies that Liverpool win. Liverpool haven't won a trophy yet with your Starwin. They've won a shield, so They flew that. They didn't win that pre-season trophy, did they? We won it. And that could have been the only trophy what Starwing could have got to for Liverpool so far. Maisy defo rattled by Benfica. I'm not even rattled. I don't get rattled by them. I'm very honest about Benfica. Let's just say. Just gotta pop me charger on. Where is that? There you go. Yep, perfecto. Man United reportedly agree with Rabiot. Oh, dearie me. Maisy, hello Anthony, hope you're well. Maisy, what has happened today? I've done a review at half time of the game, and you could tell how angry it was. It was just a disgusting performance, it really was. The players don't give a crap. Ten Hag's in a death trap with that club. Yardo's 10 years older. The rage when you triple captain Haaland. I read 250,000 people and 50 triple captain Haaland. I thought that was pretty funny, to be honest. Still got me triple captain. I actually done my prediction show with John. John actually had Jesus to... Oh, he had Haaland to score. I had Jesus as a guaranteed goal scorer. So, I got my point. I'm actually looking about the game. So, we both got... I got that one right. Okay. Did John get that score right? John got the City score right, I think. May's getting Rabiot on her shirt. I'd rather get Rabiot on a shirt than Paul Pogba, that's for sure. Yeah, I think he did get just an assist, yeah. You'd expect a lot better of Haaland, because people say, oh, Haaland could get an hat-trick today. I was like, he won't. He's not going to get an hat-trick, but I'm not complaining, that's for sure. Jesus played very well, though. I've got to give the credit to Jesus, because a lot of people were laughing at Jesus. Game is now kicked off again for Sporting versus Rio. Okay. So, there you go. Cross there. Oh! Ooh! Shot there by Pedro, off target. Real's got possession. Another pitch. Oh, Reece, you're back. I was talking about Benfica. You missed that. You missed me talking about Benfica and Starwin. Ugh. Starwin. Ugh. Ooh, what did I? Do you know who I've got? I've got Phil Foden in my team, so I'm happy about that. He got a goal and assist. If Foden we trust with the England team, not Foden we trust with City though. Pedro. Neto. Oh, that's good then. So you heard everything I said. Martin laughing. I'm actually going to see how many players I've got left to use for my fantasy football this week. I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 3 more players left. Nick Pope got me 10 points, buzzing me head off. So, yeah, that's good. That well done, Nick Pope. Philip Walter Foden got me 9 points. I should have captained him. Put Bruno Gamaz as my captain. I made changes though. Took Bruno out of the team. Good block there by Rio. They're on the counter now. Come on, pick it up, Cotes. Don't tell me that's going to be a free kick. Yes, keep it going, lads. So he's not starving anymore. Good. I felt sorry. You know what? Come on. Oh, that was a terrible pass. Stop trying to do the isolated spaces. You don't have to do the complicated passes. And I feel like that's what Sporting are doing. They're just doing complicated passes and giving the ball away. Oh, Porro. Throw in for Sporting. Oh, Porro, man. Good evening, John Wayne. I hope you're well. Thank you for coming in. Porro to take a throw in. Cotes. Bruce. I'm part of United and I didn't want Starwin. Nunes. What boys? Only 2 games in. Let's see what it's like after Christmas. Good to see Otamendi got a red card today, by the way. You know what, though, Martin? The thing is, what with Darwin Núñez, he needs a lot of development for this Premier League to be big in the Premier League. And we're not the right team to do that. I don't care what anybody says. We're just not the right team right now. I'm not a United fan, but it's sad to watch. It is toss, and it is a sad to watch. I must be honest. Very sad. Semi-professional? That's a bit nice, if you ask me. I think we'll be making a substitute soon. They don't really take. They did not too bad with the substitutes. I got rid of him. Inacio, Roos. Oh. Do you know the thing is, even Leicester hasn't even made any signings put a better fight up against Brentford. Sounds like you're a Sporting admirer as well. Roos, Pedro, Nunes, Pedro, Inacio, Pedro. That was crap by Pedro. That's gonna be a free kick. How often do you do? I just try to do him when I can, to be honest, when I've got the time. Sometimes you just think, I can't really be bothered, but I've done a lot of watch-alongs then after the Euros, so try and do what I can. Can I ask though, do you like Paulinho yet? Because after all, Paulinho has won the league and he's won his trophies. Triniaco, pass it to Porro. Porro, Triniaco, come on! Oh, it's going to be a corner for Sporting. Yeah, good block there by Rio. It was by Ronaldo, so he was quite high up the pitch considering he is a striker. I like Paulinho. Does that count? Even though yeah, it does count because he was at Sporting for 10 years. So yes, it definitely does count. I'm just showing people something. He only came in the January. He won the league, by the way. They're 6 months have won the league. What a man. Porro. Neto. Coltes. Oh, that was crap there by Nacho. Oh, and another thing, Martin. Last season, Paulinho either scored or assisted in 75% of his Champions League games. Yes, I've got stats like that in my head. Paulinho, Edwards, Inacio, Pedro, and Nunes are great players. Hey there, Gary. Hope you're well. Not seen you in the chat before. That Paulinho looks excellent. I know, and I think a lot of people discredited Paulinho. Knowing that Sporting were knocked out of the Champions League in the round of 16, he had the third highest tackles in the Champions League. And what can you say? That's absolutely brilliant. Paulinho, my God, don't worry, it's not the Tottenham Paulinho. There's a different Paulinho. That's some proper stats right there. Exactly, Martin. What a player. I'll show you which Paulinho, Gareth. That's Paulinho. That's the Paulinho I'm talking about. Reese's favourite. Coates. Neto. Coates. Pedro. Triniaco. Porro. I can breathe easily now. At least you know I didn't mean that one then. I'm sure you're happy. Paulinho is dusted. But wait, Maisy, that's not a Benfica shirt. That's an even better shirt. I agree. It's a nice looking shirt, innit? It's a very nice looking shirt. I was going to get a sporty shirt when I went to Portugal, but they didn't have my size. So I thought, well, I'll get a Portugal top as well. Oh, I know, because when I watched the Paulinho you're thinking of, I didn't think it was that good, but it's crazy because you don't even hear much of that Paulinho anymore either. Neto. Inacio. Ugarte. Oh, Pedro, but they would a corner. I meant the player in the picture with the trophy. Yeah, it looked good on Paulinho. I like this. I like the Sporting. I like the away one better though. It's like a nice greeny colour. Shot. Oh, yeah, I like the away one. That's nice. I could well and truly say he was gash. Well, yeah, you got the first-hand experience knowing he was at Spurs as well. Edwards. Oh, one too many touches by Edwards. He was trying to be a bit like Marcus Rashford, cutting into defenders. Yellow card there. Ugarte. I think he'll probably come off as a sub, to be honest. That's Sporting's first yellow card. Sporting look good. Yeah, they've definitely improved as a club. I don't know if they'll win the league, but I'm hoping they'll win a trophy because they do deserve a trophy. I think, like, a Fedel who left Sporting, in 2 seasons he won 4 trophies. It's crazy. First substitutes are being made, but they're by Rio. We're 60 minutes into the game. They're making 3 substitutes. Rashford cutting into defenders and getting tackled in that order, no end product. You missed a bit of dive to try and get a penalty. Lindelof is actually injured at the moment. I don't know what's going on, but at this moment in time, Lindelof's injured. Hey there, Scott. Hope you're well. Not seen you in the chat before. How's the game been? Sporting have definitely held a lot more possession of the game. I think in terms of how they've been putting the ball in the box, in the low crosses, I don't think it's entirely worked. But you're seeing a lot of passes now from Sporting where they are giving it away a little bit more cheaply. And I think they can't rely on too much of this one goal lead. I must agree, Garrett. In my opinion as well, I think he's our best defender when he's fully fit. And to be honest, he was the only defender last season who didn't have any injuries. He had COVID, then he was out due to personal issues as well. So if them two situations never would have happened, he would have been available in every single Premier League game. But a lot of people don't see it that way. But for me, Lindelof is more of the. He was more for the qualities what he's got with his long passing and with his assists. I think that's Rio's first shot on target. Just said it was saved very well by Adrian. It was nothing done. But yeah, I definitely agree. He is Manchester United's best defender by a country mile, and I think when he is fully fit, he needs to be in that starting 11. Without a doubt, I think he would suit the Ten Hag. You rating Dalot currently? No. I would literally rather get a player from the under-16s than play Dalot. Roos got tackled there. Looked a bit nasty, yeah. It's a yellow card back there for Rio. Without a doubt, that was a yellow card. It was nasty. Oh, it's not as nasty now I've seen it close up. This is the thing with Rio. They don't have no end product. Yeah, substitutes are being made now for Sporting. They've got Marita coming on now, who played very, very well last game against Braga. And that's for Ugarte. Yeah, Marita, who we actually bought from Santa Clara, so Porro has gone for a throw-in for Rio. See, Lindelof fits Erik Ten Hag. On the ball, he's excellent. 1,000%. And I'm glad that you have noticed that, because a lot of the Manchester United fan base don't rate Lindelof, which is a shame, to be honest, because he was definitely our best defender last season. And he is very, very underrated. You've seen how well he plays, even for country as well. He's been our scapegoat over the past couple of years. Good evening. I hope you're well. Oh, my God. That was a fantastic goal by Nunes to make it 2-0. Wow. That was absolutely outstanding. Wow. Good evening to you. I hope you're well. Wow. Nunes. What a goal by Nunes. Wow. That was fantastic. Nunes scored on the 68th minute. Ravi, if you're seeing this right now, the boy who you wished come to Liverpool is not coming to Liverpool, has scored. Outside the box, wow, what a goal. That could easily be goal of the month. Wow, look at that. And as I've said as well, he isn't a goal scorer, but he makes a tremendous goal like that. Wow. That was super. I'm literally like in a maze about it. phenomenal goal. You see what I'm saying about Nunes, how United are not looking at this dude because they're stupid. But United fans won't rate him because they don't look at his qualities. I rate Fred as well, Gary. A lot of the fan base don't. We're not buying Nunes at all. A lot of rumours are saying so. Impressive, and you said the lad. He doesn't hardly score goals, though. He doesn't, but as you can see, he's got a nice touch on him, and he's got a nice goal on him. Yeah, I like Gary as well. Gary has got some good opinions. It's been great to meet you as well, Gary. Roos, Coltes, Porro, Neto, Coltes, Inacio, Roos, Pedro. No one there to provide for Pedro. It's going to be a corner now for Sporting. So, Gary, question for you. Who is your favourite Tottenham player and what do you think of Spence, who you've recently signed? Because people who know me know how much I rate Spence. So I'd love to know from a Spurs point of view what you think of Spence. Thank you so much as well. Means a lot. Oh. Yeah. Go from Porro. Let's have a look. Have a look now, Luca. You should be a mod. If you comment again, you should have the moderator. I think he's got the talent, but needs time to bed in. I think he's a good buy. Yeah, he certainly is a good buy. I really, really do rate him. I really wanted him at United. Like, I was like proper like, we need this guy at Man United because I can't stand the right backs we've got, and any right back is an instant upgrade. But he's absolutely fantastic. I love Spence as a player. But I think he may start probably in the Carabao Cup for years first or something. I think Conte's doing the right thing, bedding him in. As much as I would look and go, you should play in, I think it's a wise idea to bed him in, knowing how young he is. How are you coping with the heat? Let me have a look at the temperature. The temperature's 24 degrees for me. Oh, 24 degrees. And I've got one of them lights on as well. Here's another picture of Paulinho with a trophy. Nice, isn't it? Thank you so much, and thank you everyone who's hit the like button so far. Hello there, Chris. Hope you're well. Thank you for coming in. You've been doing great work with the channel as well. Good to see your Leicester content, what you've been putting on, and you've been putting some different content on what I've not seen before with the Premier League badges. I'll give that a watch back. St. Justine's playing now. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so glad to see him. I really, really like him, to be honest. So Neto has come off for St. Justine's. So that's a great sign. He's very, very quick. Very, very quick. Good idea, but I have done my halftime review if you do want to check that out, Chris. Hey there, Scott. Hope you're well. Thanks for coming into the chat. Not seen you here before. 24 degrees for you too. Yeah, it's roasting. I'm literally thinking I need air in my body because I'm that hot. Any of you got... No, I'm not a season ticket holder. In a way, I'm kind of glad I'm not. I don't really want to fund the club right now. All right, don't rub it in with Paulinho. Why not rub it in with Paulinho? Paulinho's good. I like Paulinho. Oh, yeah, I've seen it. And you know what? He's spot on because Gary Neville is a clown. So I don't care what United fans to say, think about Gary Neville. I don't like Gary Neville as a pundit. He winds me up. So, yeah, he's spot on about the clown. Oh, yeah, as well. Chris, with your result too in it, I forgot about Leicester playing. Yeah. I'm not even going to mention it either. No room for anyone to laugh at anyone, is there, to be honest? £400 a year is actually pretty cheap considering how much United charge. It's a ridiculous season tickets amount. Come on! Ooh, cheeky chip there by Pedro. Pedro has made it 2 now. 75th minute. He scored 2 goals, got a brace. Ooh, that was a lovely chip there. So it's 3-0 now for Sporting. Pedro has scored his second, and Nunes has scored. Do you know what I do feel sorry about Fred is that, one, he gets played out of position. He plays as a 6 for United when he's not a 6. He's a number 8, and he gets used as that for Brazil. When he is played for that at Brazil, he's an outstanding player. Brazil is a pressing team. When you're at Manchester United, don't press. If there's only 2 players pressing on the pitch, Fred and one other player, the press breaks, and then that gives possession away for Man United. He's in a losing situation, and you do really feel sorry for Fred for the 2 reasons: that the team don't press how he presses, and 2, he gets played out of position. Good, nice finish by Pedro as usual. Good player. I knew he can play as an 8. I'm not too sure he can play as a winger. I've not seen him as a winger, but I know he can play as a 10 as well. Although I probably won't play him as a 10. I'd rather someone a bit more creative, to be honest, because Fred doesn't really have that good shooting boot. The thing is, Reese, what annoys me more is when fans call Scott McTominay Mixer Dan. If people didn't overrate him saying crap like that, I wouldn't be as bothered. But it's just a fact of the nicknames people give him, and mix horse and ugh. Nunes on fire. Nunes on fire. Yeah. I see Fred at Old Trafford. He's tiny. Yeah, he is pretty small. That's when Ronaldo done the job on us. Yeah, that was a 3-2 game, wasn't it? We gave a penalty away. Harry Kane scored the penalty. I think it was an own goal by Maguire, the other one, if I remember clearly. And then Ronaldo got an hat-trick. He plays as a right centre back. It's because they want to try and fit him in, and they don't have nowhere else to put him because he's crap in the midfield. Marito. That's very true. I think the match of the day might be down a couple of people, a couple of fans' bases, that's for sure. Mm. Can I ask, what is wrong with Dirty Dancing? There's nothing wrong with Dirty Dancing. I love Dirty Dancing. Dirty Dancing is a good film. What's wrong with Dirty Dancing? St. Justine. Porro. Oh, nice shot. Oh. See what Porro's trying to do, but Rio sniffed it out. It'd be nice to get a couple more goals. I want a few more goals. At the moment, the goal difference will be at 3. Benfica's is at 5, so we need 2 more goals. Come on, Pedro! Ooh. Hit the bar. Pedro nearly got his hat trick. Oh, dearie me. Do one. I agree about Dirty Dancing. It's okay, Dirty Dancing, but no Grease. Grease is alright, but Dirty Dancing is a lot better. Nothing wrong with Dirty Dancing. It's my mum's favourite film. Yeah, I like Dirty Dancing. It's a nice film. What? What, you like it as well? Oh, yeah, you do like it. I didn't know it was your favourite film. Oh. Porro is coming off. Estargo's coming on. Much appreciated. Thank you. I will take your word, Maze. I've watched them both. I want to watch Dirty Dancing now. You know what? I would take Fergie back in an heartbeat, but I don't even know who could fix this team, to be honest. This team is beyond help. It really is. Beyond help. That was a good goal off Pedro. I really like that goal. I think Pedro, to be honest, is better as the false 9 over Marcus Edwards. He's got a better eye on the ball, and he isn't one who takes his too many touches. Marita, Estargo. St. Justine. Oh, look at Estargo. We're in the final 10 minutes. I would really love to say Ribeiro, but I don't think he'll come on. Fatawu. Oh, yeah. Young player. I don't know why when I just read that message, I thought he said Botman. I don't know why I thought he said Botman, but he said Batman. I was thinking, why are you talking about Botman and Star Wars? Fatawu, give the ball away. Trying to play on the defenders. Yellow card for Rio again. We're only 8 minutes left of the game. There is obviously going to be injury time. Probably about 3 minutes. There isn't going to be major loads. Going to be a free kick for Sporting. It's in a good position there as well. Inacio had a header on the ball, but it's gone for a goal kick, which was a very short goal kick. And they've already took it out of possession. Sporting's trying to work very quickly on this. Atawu had got bullied a little bit off the ball. He is a good prospect, but I don't know. It just seems like he's a kind of bit out of his depths in the way of like he is going down fairly easily for me. Pedro's absolutely fantastic, isn't he? I think, though, I don't know if you agree, but I think Pedro plays a lot better in the false nine over Marcus Edwards. Nunes bossed the midfield with ease, agreed. 5 clubs are currently wanting Nunes, Gary. One being Liverpool, one being West Ham, 5 Premier League clubs. But they've offered like 30, 35 mil for Nunes, and they've said that they want minimum 50 million. Sporting has said, which is understandable because Nunes is one of their best players, the one who's able to control the midfield. And for them to still keep that player coming into this season is very, very good. I've not watched that one, Chris. How is it? 3 wins in the last 14 league games for United. No words, Martin. Honestly, no words. A pre-contract agreement with Bellingham. What? So you're getting him that season, but it's obviously it's signed already by Dortmund. That's interesting. Nunes is absolutely terrifying on the ball. He dives into tackles, disruptive player with the ball at 20, 30 yard position. Yeah, completely agree. Four minutes left of this game now. Come on. Come on, pass it. Thanks for coming to watch, Chris. Means a lot. Take care, and I'll see you very, very soon. Decent game. I know from the way Sporting has started, they were winning. Yeah, they were brilliant one there. We will be still letting go of Cater Ox and loan out. Where's Curtis Jones being loaned out? I think he's a great player. Is a good prospect player for Liverpool. Is he getting loaned to a Premier League club, Championship club? It'd be interesting to know. Nunes, come on. Say Justine. Oh. That was shocking by Rio. Sporting manager's going to be very happy about this, but I think they definitely could have had a lot more. Nunes. Marito. Inacio. Say Justine. Corner for Sporting. It's a nice cross in the box there from St. Justine. It was just a shame no one was there to provide. He has them full-back instincts, of course, because he's a right-back as well as a centre-back, so... Oh, shot! Nunes gets his second goal. Oh, is it Nunes or Cortez who scored? Who was it who scored? It looked like Nunes, but now I don't know if it was... Oh, it's... Oh, was it a foul? Oh, they've given it as a foul. Nunes could have got his second from a corner. Why is it typical Cortez who does that? It's always him. It's not a goal. I thought it was a goal at first, but it wasn't given. No, it's because Cortez knocked him down and knocked the goalkeeper down. A typical Maguire move. Yeah, it wasn't given for a foul. Come on, Nunes, do what you want to do. Oh, it's a good header that by Cortez over the bar. Injury time's on now, so we've got 2 minutes left of the game. Be a goal kick. Come on, get the fourth. Fatawu. Oh, why'd you do that? I know there's 2 minutes left, but don't be greedy, man. So warm. Thank you so much. Means a lot. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. It's been great. what was this foolishness? I think it was knowing that, like, I've been recently, I'm a young player, I've come from the ranks, I want to put my name on the score sheet. I think it was just more for greediness, and it shouldn't have been the case. He should have just passed it. And look at him now. I bet he will try and shoot again. I just don't like his winger instincts, to be honest. Marita, not good. Was did Sarabia play today as well? Just to ask. Like a simple ball. Yeah, I agree. Full time now. Sporting versus Rio, and it was a very comfortable 3-0 win for Sporting. Pedro, absolutely fantastic with the 2 goals he done, what arguably won us the game. Nunes was absolutely outstanding. The goal Nunes scored was great. Plus, as well, he absolutely dominated that midfield. And I think we've seen a lot more from Nunes once Marita came on, substitute, who we bought from Santa Clara. I think he really controlled that midfield very, very well. I think we're seeing a lot more from Pedro, in my opinion, once he came into the false 9 area and Edwards went to the winger. I think that is the best move, in my opinion, moving forward for Sporting. I think Pedro is very, very well. We know Bruno Tapata, who we did touch on earlier on, he could play in the false 9, but it's just a shame. Pedro could have got his hat trick today, but it hit the bar. I think and Porro was a bit hit and miss for me. I think he could have done a bit better. Triniaco, I think he could have done a bit better for me as well. I was impressed with Neto. Neto was able to cancel out a lot, and Aiden didn't have much to do, to be honest. Looking at the stats as well from the game, it was very clearly dominated from Sporting. They played tremendously well. Before we do wrap up, I am going to do the ratings, but I'll do quickly go through the comments. PSV under Rude 5-2 win today, sitting at the top of the league. Fantastic there from Rude. He's doing very well under PSV. Where do you think Poch will go next? That's interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if Poch goes to La Liga, to be honest. See what he thinks of there. Because I think if that Xavi doesn't pick up at Barcelona, he's going to be in massive trouble, and maybe Poch will be his replacement. Leicester or Everton, it's a great shout. Leicester, Everton are crap. I'm sorry, don't need to apologise. We all think it, Gareth. So, here it is, the ratings for Sporting. Aiden got 7.3. Inacio got an 8. He definitely turned it around the second half. He was definitely the best defender. Coltes got a 7.8. Neto got a 7.6. I do think Neto was great, so bit of a shame, to be honest. Pobro got a 7. Ugarte got a 7.4. Nunes got a 8.6. Roos got a 7.6. Chiniaco got an 8.4. He got an assist for one of the goals. Edwards, 8.5 with 2 assists. Pedro, 9.4, who's player of the match with 2 goals. Absolutely outstanding there from Sporting. They played very, very well, and I am really looking forward to seeing what it will be like because I think right now it's still very open. I think for me, Liga Portugal is hard to predict because anyone could really win that. But I'm going to wrap it up here now. Thank you, everyone who's watched. Hit that like button if you're new. Hit the subscribe button. If you do like the Sporting Watchalong and you do want me to do some more of them, just let me know. When I can do them, I'll do them. I know Sporting's in the Champions League, which will be coming on very soon. So if you want me even to do Sporting Champions League games, I could probably look at doing them. But just let me know what you would like me to do. If you do like the different watch-alongs, what's not Manchester United related. Hey there, Reese. Hope you're well. Thank you for coming into the chat. Yeah, so everyone hit that like and subscribe button. I will be next live on Monday. So I will be doing my WSL table prediction for the season. I've got some interesting ones. So you will get to see who will get relegated, who's going to finish first. I would like to say Man United for the women's, but that's me being a bit overconfident. So see where I put Man United, see where I put top of the league, who's going to get relegated. It's going to be an interesting one. So that will be on Monday at 8 o'clock. And then after that, I've got my prediction show with John. I've got a Liverpool preview. That's all I've got for the week. So just 3 streams. So go check them out. And I'll see you very soon. It's goodbye from me.